did, myself a mess, Mr. Correctional Officer. Because of what prisoner 819 did, myself a mess, Mr. Correctional Officer.
Unchecked authority and unlimited power can lead to significant consequences. In 1971, a basement at Stanford University was transformed into a mock prison, demonstrating how quickly rights can erode under the abuse of power.
The Stanford Prison Experiment was not just a psychological study. It served as a wake-up call revealing the delicate line between power and responsibility. To understand the Stanford Prison Experiment, we must consider the time period in which it was performed. It was 1971 when many major societal changes occurred. The civil rights movement, anti-war protests, and the growing mistrust in authority shaped the scene.
The civil rights movement emphasized the need to protect individual freedoms, especially against the abuse of power. This context helps us understand why rights were disregarded so quickly during the Stanford Prison Experiment.
Dr. Philip Zimbardo, a psychologist at Stanford University, aimed to examine the psychological effects of power and authority. To do this, he conducted an experiment that mimicked a prison, using ordinary college students as participants.
It's really more like a Greek tragedy. We wanted to ask the question, what happens if you take people, all of whom are good, normal, healthy, college students, intelligent. We gave them personality tests. We picked only the most normal, physically healthy, and we put them in a bad place. And the idea is, does the goodness of people dominate the bad place, or does the bad situation come to corrupt the good people? And the sad answer was the latter.
The objective was simple. Half the participants were assigned the role of guards, while the other half would be prisoners. Zimbardo aimed to study how the rules and power dynamics would influence behavior. Yet what unfolded during the study was far more than intended.
The experiment began with mock arrests. Prisoners were taken from their homes by real police officers, blindfolded, and brought to the basement of Stanford University, where they were stripped of their personal identities.
Say bless you, Correctional Officer. Bless you.
Guards were given uniforms, batons, and mirrored sunglasses to create a sense of obscurity. Their only instruction was to maintain order, but there were no clear boundaries. The stage was set for an abuse of power.
One of the questions we asked in our interview is, would you prefer to be a prisoner or guard in the study? And every single one said, I prefer to be a prisoner because I might be arrested someday.
Over time, the guards became more dominant of their roles. They imposed strict rules, used physical punishments, and humiliating tasks. Prisoners were forced to clean toilets with their hands and subjected to constant psychological torment.
By treating the participants this way, the guards violated their safety, identity, and dignity. It shows how those in power can quickly steal rights away when those in charge don't take responsibility.
Prisoners deprived of their free will and rights began to break down emotionally. One participant, known as Prisoner 8612, suffered a mental collapse just 36 hours into the experiment.
No, I gotta go.